Hello my friends, and welcome back to Pensando, Inglés, my channel where I bring you real English that you can understand. Today is a very special day here in the United States of America because 250 years ago, my great-great-great-grandparents beat up some British guys, okay? That's what we're celebrating. So today we're going to do a 4th of July vlog, and I'm going to show you guys some of the things that we do here to celebrate in the United States the 4th of July. But first, while I make my beautiful camera wife and myself some breakfast, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about why all of this happened so long ago. Why we declared our independence from Britain. So, the 4th of July, we celebrate, we call it Independence Day. And it's because we are celebrating our independence from Britain. Much like a lot of your guys' countries became independent from Spain, okay? The United States was a colony of Britain, and 200...
Sorry.
What?
It's okay? I'm sorry, I don't know. Looks like burning right now.
My camera wife thinks that I don't know how to cook. So, 200 years ago, why did they decide that it was very important that they became independent from Britain? Camera wife, do you know why? Do you?
I don't know.
You don't know?
You keep saying, don't make me look like I don't know. You're supposed to just talk.
So, the king, which was King George, he had just been involved in a long war, the French-Indian War, where Britain was spending a lot of money to fight against France here in the U.S. And what do governments do when they spend a bunch of money on wars that we didn't even want to be in? What do governments do, Mi Amor, to make that money back? They tax the people. Okay? I'm giving you guys a history lesson and my baby too, because she don't know.
I'm trying to hold the camera so I can't think about many things right now.
So, when a government fights a war that we didn't want to be in, what do they do to make their money back? They raise the taxes and make us pay for their war that we didn't want to be in. Okay? First they come and tell us that we have to fight in a war against people who are not our enemies. Okay? But, anyway, after this war, which lasted for 7 years and was very expensive, King George needed to make some money. So he raised the taxes on the colonies, which is the original 13 states. They called them the 13 colonies because they were still under British rule. So King George made a bunch of new laws raising the taxes on food, on sugar, on tea, and the people who lived here did not think that was fair because they were paying more taxes, but they were not even getting representation. They called it taxation without representation. And by representation, they meant that these taxes that they were spending their hard-earned money on were not helping them at all. They were not helping build up the colonies. The king didn't care what they said about the laws. They didn't have a vote. They didn't have a say. So they were spending all this money on taxes, and it was not benefiting them at all. Why does that sound so familiar? Huh. That's funny, because I feel like I spend a lot of money on taxes, and nobody asks me if I care about the laws that are being passed. That's funny. But anyway, so the men who we call the Founding Fathers, these were men like Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, the first president of the United States, Benjamin Franklin, who was on the $100 bill, por cierto. These men started to think, okay, this is unacceptable. We cannot keep paying these high taxes and living under these laws that are not benefiting us. They are only benefiting the king thousands of miles away. So, they had a choice to make, guys. They had a very difficult choice. Either they keep on following these rules and they live like slaves, or they tell the king, we are no longer your subjects. We are a country of our own. We are an independent nation. But the problem with that is the king is not going to just say, okay guys, cool, that's fine. No, you're going to have to fight for it. So these were businessmen, okay? They had their own businesses over here. They had their families here. So imagine that. You have to risk everything you have and even your life, okay? Because if these guys had lost the war, they would have been hung for traitors, okay? So imagine that choice, okay? You could either keep on living like a slave, or you can decide to make a stand and fight for your freedom. But if you lose the war, you die, okay? So it was quite a gamble. It was a big risk, but back then, men had huevos. So, they decided to fight for what was right, fight for what they believed in, and risk their livelihoods, their homes, their businesses, and their very lives. So they decided to fight. They wrote a document which is now known as the Declaration of Independence, which told the king, hey, we are independent now, you are not our leader, we're going to make our own country. And they sent it to the king. And this started what is known as the Revolutionary War. The Revolutionary War is the war between the United States and Great Britain.
Who? And who?
Great Britain.
Can you say what? Can you explain it?
So guys, there's a lot of different terms to describe England. So Great Britain is a country. England is a few countries all together, which is Ireland, Scotland, and Britain. So if I say England, I'm talking about donde Londres. What do you guys say? Englandia?
Inglaterra.
Inglaterra, yeah. Inglaterra. So we fought against them. Or another term they use is the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom. And that's who the Founding Fathers fought against in the Revolutionary War. And they won because obviously now we are known as the United States of America, not known as a British colony. So these guys they bet on themselves, okay? They bet that we can make a better life here, we could do better, and they risked their lives, okay? But just imagine how brave these men had to be, okay? I'm not sure how many men signed the document, but you had to sign the Declaration of Independence to say, okay, I support this, and then they sent it. There were many men, many important men. Benjamin Franklin was a very wealthy, he had a lot of money, businessman. And he signed the Declaration. So guys, just imagine signing that document knowing that if you lose the war, the British people are going to come here and kill you. You're going to die. But these guys did it anyway. And that is what we're celebrating today on the 4th of July. The courage of these men to say, no, we're not going to be slaves. You're not going to take all of our money. You're not going to make rules and laws that do not benefit us. We're going to fight. We're going to make our own future here. And we're going to govern ourselves. Now, it's sad that we've gotten so far away from the ideas that these men had, because if George Washington and Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Jefferson could see what the United States were right now, they'd be fighting another war. They would be fighting again today, because right now we're paying taxes that don't benefit us. We have laws that make us slaves, and it's pretty disgusting, but that's what we're celebrating today. All right, guys, I'm gonna make this, finish up our breakfast. I'll show you what it looks like when we're done, and then I'll talk to you about something else I wanted to mention in this video.
Tengo una misión para ti.
What?
Cántanos una parte de tu himno.
Oh, say, can you see? That's all. Alright, guys, so I'm making some bacon and egg breakfast burritos for me and my little wife. And I'm sorry, guys, if you hear somebody mowing the lawn out there. Maybe you guys remember from my video about things that really annoy me. But this guy's out there cutting his lawn and there's not even grass to cut. He's driving over it with his lawnmower and it looks the same.
He's looking over our grass.
He's looking at our grass, juzgándonos. Okay. Anyway, what I actually wanted to talk about in this little part while I finish up on these breakfast burritos is something interesting and sad that's going on in the United States, and that is a loss of patriotism. Do you know what patriotism is, camera wife?
Patriotismo.
So that's pride in your country, okay? And when I was growing up, everybody was so proud to be an American. That's a song, okay? A very famous song. Everybody was proud, guys. Everybody loved this country, and they thought it was the best place in the world to be. Okay?
The Latinos don't want to be here.
They thought it was the best place.
Sorry.
But now, guys, it is completely changed. Back when I was a kid, everybody had an American flag in their house, outside. Everybody was so proud to live here, and they thought it was the best place in the world, obviously. But now, it's not the same at all, okay? A lot of people do not like this country. They hate the government. They do not trust the government. So where did all of this change? I don't know. I think the biggest thing is the government that's killing it, because they pass laws that don't help us, and they raise taxes and things like that. So I was thinking about this a lot, because watching political things on YouTube, I decided I have to stop that, because that's making me hate my country. And I was thinking, that's not good. That's not helping me feel better, be in a better place mentally. So I really stopped watching all the political stuff, and I stopped trying to keep up and know what's going on with the politics, because one, it's not good for my mindset, and two, like my baby told me, we can't put our faith in these politicians, because they are not going to be the ones to help us. So it really doesn't matter who wins as president. If Donald Trump wins, I think that there will be better laws, because the Republican Party usually has a better economy. But really, guys, it doesn't matter, because the president isn't who controls this country or the world anymore. Maybe it was like that 50 years ago, but now it's companies, okay? Big companies control the world. The companies that make all of this garbage we see, okay? They're paying the politicians to make laws that help them, not us. So that's the sad part, guys. I hope that it does change, and maybe one day we can be proud again to be Americans. But right now, there's not a lot of patriotism here. And I think even the people that are coming here illegally and legally are starting to realize, like, oh, this isn't what we thought it was. Everything's not easy here, everything's not great. So that's just something I wanted to mention, guys, is that there has been a very noticeable loss of patriotism. So that's kind of sad. Anyway, me and my wife are gonna have some breakfast. These are what our breakfast burritos look like.
I'm losing my patience because I'm hungry.
She's very hungry, so she doesn't want to record me anymore. She's like, stop talking so much, husband. Anyway, bacon and eggs is a very typical breakfast here in the U.S. Burritos, not so much, but we are not a typical American family. So guys, I just want to talk to you a little bit about the why we celebrate today. Later, I'm going to show you guys how we celebrate. We're going to cook out on the grill. I'm going to show you guys how to make some delicious ribs, okay? And my mom's going to come over. Maybe we'll interview her a little bit or something. But we're going to show you, we're going to have a nice time. We're going to play outside with my son. We're going to do some fireworks. And we're going to have a nice day. So I'm done being negative. The rest of this video is going to be positive, happy, and fun. Alright guys, I'll see you later. Okay guys, so in this little part of the video, I just had a funny idea, and it's kind of a challenge I want to do. I want to ask a couple people. I'm about to call my sister and see if she'll play along with us, but I'm going to ask a couple people because it's an important day for the United States. I'm going to see how many American presidents everybody can name, okay? But I'm going to go first, and I'm going to say all the names of the American presidents I know, and we'll see who wins. I really like history, so I don't think anybody is going to beat me, but my mom's coming over later, and she has a good memory, so she might be able to beat me. So we're going to start with the current president, and I'm going to go backwards as far as I can and say as many presidents as I can, and then I'll call my sister and see how many she could do. So Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Barack Obama, George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, George Bush's father, George Bush Sr., Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, Lyndon B. Johnson, Gerald Ford, Richard Nixon, Dwight Eisenhower. Okay, those are in a row, but now I'm just going to say all the old ones I can think of. Calvin Coolidge, George Washington, Andrew Johnson, Ulysses S. Grant. Who else? Theodore Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt. Who else? Oh, John Adams Jr. Who else? Okay, guys, that's all I could think of right now, off the top of my head. Now let's call my sister and see if she could play. Hopefully she's not busy.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. What's up?
What are you doing?
Nothing. Just relaxing right now. We're going to dinner later, so.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something I need your help with, and I just need you to do it.
Okay.
Tell me as many American presidents that you can name off the top of your head.
As many American presidents
Yeah.
as I can name?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I hope you tell me why after I'll do it.
I will.
I'll do it first. Okay. George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. Can I start with the modern ones?
It doesn't matter the order.
Okay. Obama, Clinton, Reagan, Carter. Are you counting? Because I'm not counting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Trump, Biden. Adams. Hamilton was never a president, right? No, he wasn't a president. Jefferson. I think that's all I know off the top of my head.
Okay, you did pretty good.
Why are you asking?
I need you to do one more thing, okay?
Oh my god.
Will you promise me you'll do it?
Sure.
Sing the national anthem.
I'm not singing the
You just said you would. Please, you promised. Does your word mean nothing to you?
Why do I have to sing the national anthem?
I need your help.
Oh, say, can you sing?
No, come on, come on,
Okay.
come on.
I don't want to sing.
Please, just a couple bars.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars. I'm not going to sing the whole thing.
Okay. All right, thank you. I'm recording a video right now.
What is this for?
For America.
For America.
Okay, I'm doing a 4th of July vlog, and I'm going to ask as many people as I come in contact with today.
Oh, that's so funny.
So, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, I'll see you later.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, guys. So, my sister did pretty good.
Alright guys, so now my friend Carl came over to the house.
Yo!
And he is going to try and do the challenge that I did earlier and my sister did earlier. So,
What's the challenge?
alright Carl.
What are we challenging?
Today is the 4th of July, a very important day in our
You just
nation's
gonna put
history.
me on?
So the challenge is I'm asking people to name every U.S. president that you could name off the top of your head.
Alright, so Benjamin Franklin is not a president.
He's not.
Abraham Lincoln, Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, Frederick Douglass is not a president. What's his name? Taft?
Taft.
George Washington, John Adams. I think John Adams was president. Ulysses S. Grant was a president. What's his name? Because there's no women. Does vice presidents count?
That Kamala garbage out of here.
Oh yeah, Donald Trump definitely was a president. George Bush, Ronald Reagan. How many presidents? Just name as many as
many
possible.
as you can.
What's the dude from the 80s? George Bush, both Bushes. Al Gore never got president. Roosevelt, Theodore, and the other one, Franklin. Was it Franklin D? Yeah. Truman.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I know
didn't think of
stuff.
that one
I know stuff. Woodrow Wilson.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're doing good.
I think that's all I could think of. I think that might be it for me. I think I got all the core ones.
Alright guys, he did pretty good. So later I'm going to count him up and put the number on the screen, but he's probably pretty close to what I got. Alright guys, later when my mom comes over, we're going to ask her. Okay guys, so I was not thinking and I forgot to record when I was making the ribs, but I could show you what they look like. Got some ribs. Ooh, que rico. And some french fries. And then after, we're going to have my favorite dessert ever. One of my favorite things to eat. One of my weaknesses. Cheesecake. Oh, que rico. Alright guys, I'm going to show you when we go outside and play with the fireworks. Guys, I'm scared. There's a crazy man with a gun. I'm going to have to defend myself. Over here.
No, never.
Like that?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
No, don't go out.
Probably just fall into the next color.
Are you recording already?
Yeah.
These are firecrackers.
Run!
No, close.
You missed the beast.
Did you see it move
Still
that
alive.
corner? It moved that.
Don't smoke bomb at it. Like this. Smoke bomb.
Oh, no.
Super close.
Okay, that's a temporary.
It's just a
stop
smoke?
them.
Yeah, but wait a second. It should
Fire
kick
stick.
out a bunch. Don't see any smoke.
Don't you see it?
No, it should be a lot.
I think it's shooting into the ground instead.
Feels like the gas is disintegrating the beast.
There's
Oh,
the
there
smoke.
it goes.
There. Oh no. The toxic gas.
I'm gonna try and hit it with this one.
Gotta be careful. These creatures might explode us. Fail safe. Stun the creatures. The creatures will get stunned because of gas. Everybody, hold your noses. Make sure these toxic gases, the gases will stun the. We like the burning stick. These creatures get taken out.
Off the top of your head, how many United States presidents can you name?
Oh boy, okay. Kennedy, Johnson, Roosevelt, Bush, two Bushes, Clinton. Did I say John F. Kennedy?
Yeah.
He was my favorite. Eisenhower. I didn't already say him. I'd have to think some more.
That it?
Yeah, I think.
How about Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Obama?
I didn't even think right now. Yeah, I'm thinking previous.
Okay. You might have beat Kristen.
Uh-oh.
Okay guys, so it's not dark yet, so you can't see everything, but I think you could start to hear. From here, for the rest of the night, guys, non-stop, everywhere in the United States, it's gonna sound like this. Oh, there's one over there. Okay.
I can't see.
Alright, Connor, let's pick one of ours. Which one do you want to do?
Actually, we should start from small to big.
So we have two of them. Which one?
Okay. Two small ones. Come right up.
Alright guys, we're gonna do the rest of our little fireworks. Hope you guys could hear me good. But I didn't spend a lot of money on fireworks. But I just bought some little ones so that Connor and us could have fun.
Yeah.
Go ahead and set them down, bud.
Yep. Set this bad boy down and this bad boy.
Which one first? This one?
Yeah. That's the smallest.
Whoa!
Hopefully it doesn't light it on fire. Please don't light on fire.
That was actually kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay, now to the second smallest, which is a little bit bigger than the smaller one, but okay.
Alright. We're gonna light it.
Run. Okay, somewhere like over here, like you say.
Pretty good one.
Okay, Okay.
There's some more.
Okay. Get some more. Okay. I think we're up to the medium category.
Grab 2 more.
2 of the medium category. They're basically the same size. So yeah, let's do
Almost.
this. Place it down.
Put them over by the other ones.
Let's start with this one. Let's start with the. Oh, come on. Just get up. Get up. There you go. That's good.
It was short, but it looked nice.
Yeah. Okay, now the second medium one. Go. Whoa.
See the smoke rings in the air, Connor?
Yeah.
That was cool.
Mushroom clouds.
Okay, go get some more.
Okay. 2 more big ones coming right up.
Pretty cool.
Okay, we're in the stump medium. Okay, 2 that are in the medium category. At least I think these are still in the medium category. Okay, let's just place these down like Minecraft blocks. Start with here. I'll carry this. Start with this one. Go.
Okay. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Let's just kick that out of the way for this one.
I got a feeling that one's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I feel like this one's gonna be a good one. Place this one down. Now while you're ready for later. Go.
Meh.
Okay. Let's get some more. These are in the big boy categories.
Okay.
Now these are the big boy ones. These are in the big boy category. So let's place one down, like right here.
Nah, not that, but over here.
Okay, get that out of the way. I want to get that out of the way. Okay, place that down. Now do it. That was kind of poop. Let's just kick this out of the way. Now place down this big guy. Big boy. Run. Ready, run.
over. We got last one.
Now this. Super big boy. Hey, Dad.
Huh.
I actually want to light this
You
one.
want to light it?
Yeah. But actually, I won't actually be lighting it like with the lighter. I'll need you to use a sparkler for me to light it. So I feel more comfortable doing that.
Okay, go get a sparkler.
That's all we're gonna say.
This is the best part of the 4th of July, is that my kid gets to have fun out here. Come on, bud.
Coming. Gotta light the sparkler.
Connor's gonna light the last one. Hold it still. Gotta hold it still, bud.
Oh, it's got a low flame. There you go.
Be careful.
I will.
Together.
That's a beauty. Can you really
That one was good, wasn't
can
it?
you flame up my sparkler?
I think we used up all the gas in this, buddy.
Never mind.
Yeah, sorry, but we're out of lighter fluid.
Man. How can you read
I'm gonna buy a new lighter.
this?
Hi, little man.
Yep.
What did you think about this 4th of July?
I think it was the best 4th of July ever.
We got to be with our family,
Yep. And I
Have some
got to
fun.
get and I had a lot of candy at the parade.
and tomorrow we are going to clean up all this garbage. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us on the 4th of July. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. From my family to yours, have a great night.
Have a great night. Bye.
Adios.